Okay, we're back. This might work. Not enough to last the night. I need to gather more. Dry enough to burn. I hope. Fresh kill. No need. Damn it.
And scouring the ruins of the mountains. If the artifact is here, we'll find it. And what of the remnant? They continue to resist us, but we'll have the situation in hand soon enough. Good. Trinity has faith in you.
Trinity. Going to need a stronger bow. I wish this pain wasn't so familiar. Like looking an old enemy in the eye. It wants to take me down. It wants me to just lie down and die. But I won't. I can't. There's something here. There must be, or Trinity wouldn't be in this snowy hell. I just hope that Jonah is okay. That he found a way back. I just couldn't risk having him with me. Not again. The pain of losing him, that would be too much to bear. This is my path, and mine alone. Damn it. These ruins here, Mongolian. These characters look Mongolian, but I can't read what it says. They're here. Oh shit, what the hell was that?
Survey team, this is Overwatch. Please respond. Survey team, please respond. We got some interference on that last transmission.
Lara, refusing to use the door again, I see.
But it's faster this way, Dad.
Come here, you little monkey.
Are you going on another adventure?
Yes, my greatest one yet.
Well, I decided that assistant.
Oh, have you? Well, there's no one I'd rather have by my side. But this business, it's too dangerous. Lara, listen to me. Someday, you're going to make such a mark on this world. You're going to make me so proud. Give me a moment, darling. I need to take this.
Got to bind this wound. Those leaves just done the bleeding. Need some kind of bandage. An abandoned Cold War installation. What the hell is Katie doing down there? More Mongol ruins. Looks like the path goes all the way through. Got to get past that bear. Those mushrooms, they're death caps. I should be able to make a poison.
learned all I can from the carnage inside the Prophet's tomb. My brothers were slain, to the last man, sometime within the last few days. The false prophet's followers died here by the hundreds, but in the end, they were victorious. I have sealed the tomb as best I can, and told the men of the nearby village that the prophet is at last dead. I left them with the subtle threat that this place should remain hidden. I do not know if the prophet survived, but I will follow their trail. No one escapes the Order of Trinity.
I just need one more
I might
death.
be able to make something with all this. Should head back to camp and try.
Good.
The prophet and his followers have been traveling under cover of night, a crooked trail around the border of the Eastern Empire. I do not know where they are headed, and I suspect they do not either. But they know we will not let them rest until this heresy is purged. The common folk of the borderlands give him shelter, and I find it curious that none who have aided him will tell me anything of use. Even when I threaten them with the wrath of Trinity or touch the edge of a knife to their throats, they stay silent. They die, never betraying what they know. Prophet.
Oops, cut that one short. Oh well. Back to the campsite.
Need to rest. So cold. So tired.
No, you listen to me. This discovery is too important. I don't give a damn about my reputation. Don't you dare threaten me. After everything I've done. Hello? Hello?
Dad, what's happening?
They're fools!
You're scaring me.
I'm close, Lara. Close to something important. Someday, you'll understand.
I don't want to understand. I just want you to stop. Be my dad again.
Keep moving.
Still need to get those death caps.
We got it. Keep running. Run her down. found another camp up here. Fire was still warm. They can't be far. Over.
Comms are still spotty, so stay in close. We need to find them before they can organize another raid.
Roger that. We'll make a full sweep. Come in. We're fanning out to pick up the trail.
Roger that, but it looks like they've retreated. Primary objective is to find the missing survey team.
Still no word from the facility.
Negative. Last word we got, they were under attack, and then the comms went dark.
Roger that. Any idea who these savages are?
Not yet, but don't underestimate them. Safe bet would be that they're the ones that wiped out our survey team.
How do you figure? They retreated the moment we opened fire on them.
Just keep your eyes peeled for traps. They may have left some surprises for us on the way out.
Shit. Spread the word. The natives set snares in the clearing. They must have planned for us to pursue. God damn.
I wasted one.
Get on a radio, see if you can raise the last signal we got said they were under attack, but nothing. It was just a few minutes after we needed it. Heads up! Incoming! Search the area. We're gearing up. I was on the first flight to Siberia to secure the old Soviet installation now. More arriving every minute. Konstantin gave a speech to the new boots, and I stayed in the back to watch. Love hearing him speak. Never gets old. I was never much for believing, but it was just words before this. It's something more. It's truth. I was broken once. But Trinity is making us whole again. Giving us a purpose. A new world awaits. Even those who don't believe will have a part to play.
Why is it so difficult?
Show yourself.
teams, keep your eyes open. The natives booby-trap the woods. Heads up, we haven't restored the input. Expect interference on all transmissions.
Oh, there it is.
Damn, he's still there. Too cramped to fight. Better to draw it out. Bought some time.
Okay then.
The fugitive prophet has crossed out of the Empire and I'm now in unfamiliar territory. The order of Trinity was clear. I am to pursue the false prophet and his adherents to the ends of the earth and wash away his heresy. But I believed I could months ago. Still, he eludes me. He crosses Khazar land and across the Caucasus Mountains. Here, I'm at a disadvantage. I speak a dozen tongues of the Empire, but in the hinterlands, I'm often left to communicate with little more than a sword. The prophet, it seems, speaks every language, as if he were born to them.
Shit, that's gonna be cold. An arrowhead carved from bone. This looks like Mongol craftsmanship. This was a whistling arrow. Mongol archers would fire these over their enemies to frighten and confuse them. Byzantine war galley. How the hell did it get down here? It's Mongolian. They passed through here. I must be close to the lost city. Must be something up there. Yes, that did it.
The Maria Adula is trapped. The ice gave way. Her spine snapped in two. No matter. While I hope to wield her cannons against the false prophet, we will continue on foot. I have 6 of the Order of Trinity's best, and we have been stockpiling food and supplies while the sailors starved. They do not know it yet, but they will give their life for the cause. My men and I will find our way out of these icy caves and continue on foot. Before the ship was swallowed by the ice to the south, we heard music. That will be our first stop. But first I must rest. The cold has sunk into my bones, and I am drowsy. Just a little sleep.
Got it. Now to find out what they're. Look at all this. Why were they carrying so much wealth with them? This codex details the archery techniques of the foes of the Byzantine Empire.
passed through the lands of the Rus. I cannot shake the feeling that he's taunting me, waiting until I'm a day's ride away before moving on. I will not be home before the winter as I hoped. I've stopped at a small village by a glassy lake they called Svedloyar. The prophet spoke here, and now the villagers refuse me lodging. I slept on the banks of the lake, where a young man bearing a crude version prophet's icon tried to kill me as I dozed. I made an example of him, and now the people fix me with the evil eye, spit at me as I pass. I must move on soon. His sickness spreads.
I'm not your enemy. That remains to be seen. You killed those men back there. I killed them to survive. I suspect you did too. How long have they been here? Days, at most. The invaders took many of my people prisoner. You should leave this place before it's too late. I can't do that. I came here for something important. So did they. If I see you again, I'll put an arrow in your throat. You and I are on the same side. I hope I can prove that to you. What's going on down there? So, there are people who live out here, and they appear to have been here for a very long time, living in isolation for decades, maybe even centuries. I notice elements of her dress, small adornments that would not have been out of place in the Byzantine Empire. Could they possibly be descendants of the Prophet's people? How much do they know about the lost city or the divine source? It's clear Trinity will do anything to find out. I'm afraid that whoever they are, they're in grave danger. Let's hope the old proverb about the enemy of my enemy remains true. Nothing I can do now.
Just got word. Constantine is on his way down from the prison. We need to get this mess in order before he arrives. First day in Siberia, and it happens. 2 years in Afghanistan and another in Asia, nothing. But one day out here on the ice, and pop, I get a kill. Watch the man's eyes go glassy as he begged me for something. Not Russian, no clue. I waited with him and watched. 1 minute he was there, and next, nothing. Just meat. I got sick on the snow, all mixed in with the kid's blood, but he's just meat now, and I'm alive. Constantine keeps telling us we're out here for a special reason, tells us we're doing God's work. I'm starting to see that now. Hey, can anyone hear me? God, we gotta get comms back up.
Never seen anything like that. Crazy son of a bitch. Rushing armed men with an axe.
I don't know how they managed to take one of them alive.
Who the hell are these people?
Initial recon said there was an old village up in these mountains, but they expected farmers. Thought they'd surrender without firing a shot.
Farmers. Shit. These are trained guerrilla fighters. It looks like they drove the Soviets out of here.
Might be a good sign. If they're protecting something hidden in the mountain, then we're in the right place.
So, do you know what it is we're after?
No, it's neat to know for the rank and file, but it's gotta be important. They don't usually run ops this big.
Been in the field for less than a year. Nothing's come close to this.
We haven't had an operation this big since the island, but that was a cleanup job. Now this is something else entirely. You want some advice? Keep your head down. Don't ask too many questions. Hang on. I'll go look.
Keep close.
Over here!
There's more of them arriving.
Don't get someone out here to shut that pump off. I want those crates as far away from the fire as possible. Double time. There's ammo in there, and we can't afford to lose it.
Haven't heard any shots for a few minutes now.
Don't count on it. Stay alert until we get the comms restarted. Listen, we're on our own now.
Incoming! We're under attack!
Spread out. Keep right. Here. Take it down. Take it position.
I don't need this. Thank you.
An old Soviet plaque. Lenin lived. Lenin lives. Lenin will live forever.
Shoot him. He'll talk or he'll bleed out. You've got to do this, Dennis. Put him full. Now. Off, let's go. Clock's ticking. We're dying.
Oh no. No.
How's it looking? I'm not sure I can stop it bleeding. This doesn't work. Let's rectify it until we get it back. Not sure we'll be able to find spare parts out here.
I left you in charge here.
But we didn't expect such heavy resistance.
You were to be my eyes. I expected you to see. You must know what is at stake with this operation.
Yes, but
No.
No.
You don't.
No.
How could someone like you? Go easy. Go easy. Don't fear the suffering. Our goal is within reach, but we must be vigilant. If we succeed here, a new world awaits. One of our own making.
Constantine, you need it back at the prison right away. We've got a captain who might know something about the artifact.
Remain faithful. We will share in the glory of the divine source.
Okay.
What are we doing? Nobody touch him. Looks like we got another fuel leak. What the hell happened?
they still having trouble.
Spread out. Keep your eyes.
God damn it, that was not my plan.
Fire in the hole! Back me up! Bring down cover fire!
I can't grab any of those.
Let's finish this! Grenade out! Light her up!
The same.
Flush her out! Throwing a grenade! Let's go! Light her up!
Constantine is here, the man who tried to kill me in Syria. He's violent, dangerous, but worse, he appears entirely devoted to his misguided beliefs. I seem to have a habit of running afoul of religious zealots. I suppose it all goes with the territory. His men on the radio mentioned a prisoner with information. Could it be one of the natives I've encountered? And if so, what does he know? Trinity will not be kind in their methods. Perhaps I can find him. Find out what he knows. Earning the trust of the locals might prove useful. Not getting in that way without being seen. Must be another way.
We got a man down!
Don't shoot. I'm not your enemy.
Who are you people?
All that can come later. If you want answers, then listen close. We've managed to destroy the old radio tower, but there are repeaters that keep them connected. We need to shut them down. Help me, and I'll let the others know they can trust you. We need all the allies we can get.
I'll keep an eye out for them.
Good. We don't have much time.
These markings. Not Russian. Maybe. The prophet was persecuted, and so were his followers. Looks like this was abandoned in a hurry. Did the Soviets find something down there? There's water down below. Sounds like a great volume. That's got to be part of the works. Here we go. Water's eroding everything. At this rate, there won't be much left in a few decades. It's assistant. markings on the wall. The levels change. Okay, should be able to swim through now. It worked.
You gotta put that thing back where it belongs. How it disappears. Oh, it goes to the top.
It's an ancient manuscript on the gifts of the earth. Communication repeaters. Trying to install these.
Holy crap, I was not expecting that. Where's the other one? Shit. Got fast reflex here. Holy shit. Whew. Whoa. Whoops. Missed that one.
I hope you received my last tape in good time. I am becoming increasingly fond of recording these messages to you. Anna says that I need time away from my books and papers every so often, if only to remember why I'm doing all this. I know you hate me going away, but it will be worth it one day. It will all be worth it. Sending my love to you.
Work hard in school.
I know your work was important, but it didn't feel like it at the time. Still, it taught me independence, how to look after myself. Important lessons, as it turns out.
Need to get more information out of the prisoner. If Constantine has to do it himself, he's not going to be happy.
We'll step up the pressure. But he's clearly had some experience with interrogation techniques before.
We think he's the leader of the remnant. He has to know about the divine source. Find his weakness. Get creative.
This prisoner. Maybe I can find him. This writing seems to be pointing to something nearby. Old Soviet work camp. Trinity's taken it over completely.
They get the radio tower repaired? Not yet. I don't think any of the techs thought they'd be repairing a 50-year-old comlink.
Well, they better figure it out.
You just arrived in the valley, right?
Yeah, with the last supply drop. More coming, I've heard. I think I heard something. I'll take a look. We got him coming! Oh, shit! I see him!
Yes, 3:30. Jeez, I couldn't find him.
Look, I'm on your side here. I've been working as a maintenance tech for Trinity out here, but I've got to get out of here. These people are insane. I've been stockpiling gear. It's yours, if you can pay for it. They won't notice a few missing items, but if they catch wind, or if they see me with you, I'm a dead man. Oh, some traceable currency in case things go south. Gold, preferably. You think we can make a deal?
I'll see what I can dig up.
I know I've taken some jobs of questionable legality, and I know you're not happy about it, but I couldn't pass up this contract. Been trying to get work with Trinity for years. They're discreet, the pay is obscene, and they always have opportunities. Now here I am, and I already want out. We're at an abandoned Soviet installation in the middle of nowhere. No one's telling us low-level contractors what's going on, but I think I might be helping some seriously scary people get a nuke or something equally awful. Honestly, that's the best case scenario. Bring me back if you get it. I've got a secure channel on the network. For an operation like this, you'd think they'd have better security, but I guess that's why they hired me.
Your reports have ceased. Trinity's concerned. We've had trouble with the natives. Our communications were offline, but everything is now under control. If the situation becomes untenable, we will step in. It won't. You sent me for a reason. I was chosen for this. I will succeed. See that you do.
Hey!
Laura, are you okay? Oh, thank God. Anna, what are you doing here? I don't know. I can't remember. What's happening, Laura? I'm scared. I'm so sorry. I didn't think they'd come after you. This is all my fault. Who? Who are they? What did they want? The same thing my father was after. Oh no, Laura. I told you not to do this. Whatever they want, just give it to them. It's not that simple. Just hold on. I'll get us out of here. Somehow. Don't touch her! Please. No.
Talk.
No! No, you bastard!
Where's the divine source?
Please! Just stop! I don't know where it is! That's enough. She doesn't know. What? You? No. You're with them. I can't believe this. You go. You couldn't let it go, could you? I knew you'd find your way to this place. What did you expect? It doesn't have to be this way. We seek the same thing. We could use someone like you. You wanted purpose in your life. We can provide that. You've got to be kidding. I've seen how Trinity operates. Is that a no? It's a no fucking way! Tell me, Anna, were you recruited by Trinity before or after you started screwing my father? I loved Richard. But he was blinded by idealism, and it destroyed him. What would you do with the artifact? Show it to the world. Redeem your father's good name. You're still so naive. Just a frightened little girl trying to walk in her daddy's shoes.
We're done here.
No, not yet. You and I, we can still eat on the same level. Think about it. This isn't over. Bastard!
Perhaps that's all he knows how to be.
thought I was alone.
So did I, but here we are. So what should I call my new acquaintance?
Nothing. I won't be staying.
Constantine has little patience.
Nor do I.
So I see. Nice trick. Can you get us out of here?
There's no us. I don't even know who you are or why you're here. Sorry. I'm not feeling particularly trusting right now.
You won't get far without me.
You don't know how far I've come. What do you know about them?
A sect. Ancient and secretive. They believe themselves to be doing the work of God.
From what I've seen, they're pretty far from holy.
And what do you plan to do with that?
I'll let you know what I think of it.
Well, I've heard that.
All the more reason to get out of here.
Is there a way out?
No, but I found something that might be useful.
Careful. We don't want to attract attention. It worked. Can you get out? Wait. Let me out. I can help you.
I can't trust you.
We may not be enemies. I can see that. I suspect you do too.
I work better alone.
I know the layout. I know the land.
I'm a fast learner.
And I doubt that. Maybe I can offer you something more valuable. I know what you're all after. Thank you. I'm Jacob.
Lara, take this. In case we get separated.
We have to move. The guards will be coming through on rounds any moment.
Do you know the way out?
Yes. I've had some time to study this place.
We began the invasion of the valley not 24 hours ago. I expected resistance and have not been disappointed. The people of the valley think they defeat us, but the harder they fight, the stronger my resolve grows. If they weren't protecting something, they wouldn't martyr themselves so. They wouldn't endure tortures with such resolve. They are believers. I respect that. But they are on the wrong side of this battle. It will not be long now. A new, better world is at hand.
A silver cigarette case. Looks like it's been through a war, which is likely. How long were you in that cell?
Long enough to learn that Constantine won't stop until he's found what he's looking for.
The divine source. Is it here?
Trust must go both ways, Lara.
What is this?
A history lesson. This place has its own scars.
It was a work camp. The Soviets sent prisoners here to work in the mines.
Even that wasn't enough. They captured our people, took children from their mothers to work as slaves.
That doesn't look like mining. It looks like an excavation.
It's, possible. They dug anywhere they caught a hint of wealth.
Those are ancient. What did they find?
You'll have to ask them. We have to go. We aren't safe here.
I finally laid my betrayals bare. Laura knows the truth. Now a strange series of emotions has gripped me. Remorse, certainly. Remorse for a piece of me that was left inside that torture cell. But something else, too. I know Constantine thinks that I've lost my edge, that my time with the Crofts has made me soft, but he's wrong. It isn't softness. It feels instead like a new kind of resolve. I knew Lord Croft to be an intelligent man. I know his daughter holds secrets in her head. As an ally, she'd be invaluable. As an enemy, she'll be a difficult problem. I must make sure that Constantine's arrogance doesn't get the better of him as we take her on.
Our best chance of escape is to make our way to the old train yard.
What then?
My village is in the valley on the other side of the mountain. We'll be safe there.
Command Post 2, last chopper outbound. Roger. Illegal action. Reports of trouble at the communications depot. More natives? Negative. We caught an armed intruder from the outside. Some woman. She stirred up trouble on the perimeter. Are we expecting others? Possibly. After the initial attack, us out there, we'll find them.
Stay here. I'll take care of this.
All right. Hold on. That's it. Incoming! I see her. Take her down. Get under that. He's dead. Got a flanking position. Go! Someone get already! I got her. Moving into position. Light her up.
the mask fall. She and I are finally fully reunited. It has been difficult without her these past years. When I'm weak, it's always been her voice that gave me strength. When she loses hope, I ignite that hope for her. That being said, I must confess that I am worried about her. Her health falters, yes, but my concerns with her
That was
resolve.
a challenge.
I fear that some piece of her was
Thanks for the
lost in her
like.
time with the Crofts.
Too bad.
She must have faked her emotions for Lord Croft so powerfully they became real. And now I feel that fear has spilled over to Laura.
Jacob, I found a way to open the inner gate.
Head to the courtyard. I'm already inside.
Jacob, what is he doing?
Hello. How are you?
Be careful, Laura.
I want to get into those ruin spots now. I cannot wait to leave this frozen hell.
Then I have good news. Reconnaissance from the scouts. The natives have a settlement on the other side of the mountain.
Soon, you will have your day.
We both will. Just as long as you don't lose focus again.
What do you mean?
You're sentimental about her. Croft girl, I can tell because she's still alive. We can't afford to dwell in the past.
You doubt me? You know what I've given to Trinity, what I've sacrificed, what I've faced. I'm fine.
Life has not been kind to either of us. But I swore I'd always respect you.
Now who's being sentimental?
I promise you. All of this will be worth it in the end. With a divine source, you will live. But more importantly, you will live in a world cleansed of sin.
Send your men to this settlement. Find out what they know.
It's too dangerous.
Let me have my pleasures. None of this will matter the day our work is accomplished.
Constantine, you're needed in the holding cells. We're in this together, sister. Remember.
Always.
What are you doing?
Mankind shall be judged. The non-believers turn to ash and swept away. And the pure of faith will be raised up and given life eternal. Get out! I'll find you!
You've got to find them. Keep looking. They have to be here somewhere. Prison boys, I hope.
All right. Got to find a way out of here.
You've got to find them. Keep looking.
Laura, the train yard is on the north end of the Gulag. I'll wait for you there.
On my way.
Strange being in the field again. I was under cover for so long, locked in a life of comfort at Croft Manor. Here, there's no comfort at all. The air is frozen, food is canned and cold. The company, aside from Constantine, is abysmal. But I asked to be here. I need to be here. I do not have the luxury of time or patience. Constantine and I begin this journey together. I will be there when he fulfills his destiny. So for now, breathe deep. I'll let the cold air burn my lungs. I'll let it remind me that I'm still alive. I'll let it fuel me for the final push towards our destiny.
The control room door is locked from inside. We're gonna have to break it down.
Damn. Got to get out of here.
No sign of it yet. Heading to the control room now.
A military patch for Trinity soldiers. Aside from the design, there's no identifying text. They keep themselves hidden, even from their own foot soldiers. There.
I got you now. You're dead.
Suppressing fire!
Got your back. Open fire. Out of here.
As we push deeper into the valley, I find myself staring at the ruins and pondering my own mortality. These structures have been here for ages, waiting for this moment. I can feel their anticipation. The stone itself wants us to succeed. And what is there to stop us? Non-believers, the fearful, and the lost. Those that hid the source from Trinity for so long. We are the very people who would use what's hidden here as it was intended to be used.
Tracks,
To
Lynn?
corrupt, to rot, Too sick to be saved.
I'm sorry I didn't pay attention to the chat earlier. Oh my god, long time no see.
A righteous man will lead it.
I'm sorry I got so into the
Constantine will be
game.
that man.
How are you? I'm glad you stuck around till I said something. Wow. How are you? I'm sorry I got so focused into my game. I'm like, the second one's intense, but I heard the new one's gonna be more intense.
Is that you, Jacob?
Lara, be careful. They're everywhere. You'll run into some trouble. There he is. Take him out.
So sorry if I don't check the chat right away.
For the first time in weeks, things are becoming clear. I know. There's something hidden here. The Soviets.
Wow, I'm like, wow.
Now Trinity and Anna.
How you doing?
God, I still don't quite believe it. All this time, did she watch Dad as well? I've got to keep moving.
I gotta be careful with my
Find
phone
Jacob
here.
and join his people.
I'm
If I
doing
can prove
great.
myself to them, maybe he will tell me more about this place.
I don't want to say it on here, but I have no other way of communicating with you. But I wish I can join Skywatcher streams again. But I know everyone hates me there. Where do I go now? Damn it, where do I go? Oh, that's right.
Hit the lights. Cover me. We got that down. Cover me.
Where the hell is the other guy?
Come on, take her down. Let him fire. He's dead. Back me up. Focus and fire.
Sorry about that. Oh, you don't? Okay, just take a break. Hold on, let me put you back on. Snooty, what happened? Hold on, guys. I dropped my phone. Know that feeling. They banned me. I'll give you that much. They banned me. Yeah, my controller's broken now.
I got her. I got an angle.
Hi, I missed you. I thought you were like them and didn't want to have any contact with me anymore. I tried apologizing for how I acted, and you like thought you blocked me or something.
I got a shot. Under fire. I got her. Under fire. Come on. Let's end this.
Die, you son of a bitch.
Hostile spotted. She's alone. Move out. Make it quick.
Hang on. Keep her down. Lay down covering fire.
No, get the freak away from me. Ah! Damn it! What did you say? I don't know what your new name is now.
Hostile spotted. She's alone. Move out. Make it quick.
Jimmy covering fire. Directing fire. I'm taking fire. Got it.
Die, you son of a... You wanna play like that too?
Take it carefully. I got a shot. Got her. Finish this.
Sorry if I don't pay attention to the chat. What did you say? It disappears after a while. Well, on my phone anyway. And I don't have hands to... So what did you say? Tracks?
What happened here? Jacob, I think I'm close to the train yard. Are you there?
What took you so long?
I thought I lost you back there.
Not a chance. Thanks for getting me out of that place.
Let's move. We can get through there. Watch out!
Hold on a second, guys. Oh, yeah. I guess that didn't change. Okay, I guess I'll see you later. One second, guys. I'm gonna adjust this. I'm sorry that my phone fell. I was trying to check the chat, which was a bad idea. Yeah. I may stream again later. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the next available campsite so I can save. Oh shit. Ooh, that was gruesome. Alright, see you later. What did I do? I don't do anything. I'm supposed to let it go, right? Let me adjust this again. For some reason, my phone doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. I jumped. What the hell? I jumped. Jump. Whoa.
Dad, is everything all right? Dad?
Take it easy. Drink this. It'll help.
You could have left me in that river.
Would you have left me?
I'd have thought about it.
What makes you think I didn't? So what makes you risk so much to come here?
A divine source.
I know what you're looking for. But I want to know why.
When I was young, he was just my father and I. He was an archaeologist too. In his last years, he was obsessed
with myths about immortality. Of course, no one believed him, including me. Our last conversation was a fight. He took his own life. I thought I'd come to terms with it, but
Something else happened.
and I saw something that I thought was impossible. It changed everything. I realized my father was right. He died alone and broken, but he died for something.
So you believe the divine source is real?
I honestly don't know. But if there is any truth to it, I have to find out. It needs to be researched and studied. It could make a difference to the world. It's not something to be hidden away.
A difference is not always for the best. Would you wish Trinity to have the secret to immortality?
Of course not.
Then I would ask you not to abandon your quest, but to alter its path. Join me and my people. Help us repel Constantine and Trinity.
And after that's done,
And you leave our valley untouched. But knowing that you've done the right thing.
no. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Can't. Or won't.
I'll fight Trinity with you, but my goal remains the same. If I give up now,
You'd feel like you'd be letting him down.
not just him. I need answers, Jacob. I need to understand. You're leaving.
Right now, my concern is for my village. It's over the mountain pass. A day's journey on foot. But there may be a faster way through the old copper mine. You rest. I'll be back soon.
Okay, we're gonna end it here.
Jacob, are you there? Damn it. Where is he? Alone again. Jacob's gone ahead. There's something about him that I can't quite put my finger on. It's strange, but almost comforting. Like I could tell him anything, and it wouldn't faze him. I sense no judgment from him. Yet, at the same time, he's hard to read. My instincts tell me he's a good man. He saved my life. I think I can trust him, at least for now. But I can't shake a nagging feeling that he knows more than he's letting on.
All right. Sorry for my phone dropping. My dog, I have my cousin's dog here. He knocked over my tripod. Sorry about that, but if you're watching this later, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next